On today's episode of Deconstructed, we're looking at high jump. A lot of you guys have been asking for more high jump videos. I took my newbie high jumpers through the high jump drills, progression, and taught them all the basic angles of what they needed to do. Then implemented these drills. So I had them start with basically just running in circles, getting them to understand the angles of the high jump and the pressures that are going to be put into the ankle as they run and getting used to these angles. Then we progressed to pretty much their penultimate steps. They're crossing the body, they're setting their angles up and getting their foot in position, then driving that knee consistently with the same angle of their body posture already. I'm trying to set up them getting used to the base groundwork and the approach work prior to doing anything specific over the bar. Then once we had that set, I backed them up. I put them at a random step, and I had them simply just do a U run. So they're running from one side of the actual pit to the other, applying that same circle run they did before, just now near the actual pit itself. Then we started working on the actual jump and rotations. So I had them jumping into the pit, first hitting their butt and rolling through, pretty much doing rollouts. The rollouts help them get used to doing things in a backward position once they've already jumped. Then I progressed the actual rollouts to jumping into a rollout and jumping higher to a rollout and so on. But as you can see, everyone has their beginning levels of what a rollout really is. Then from there, we just had them just do their run and approach into the actual pit, then just simply flop. Just flop into the pit, exposing their back to the actual bar itself. Then I put up the actual bungee, had them do the exact same thing, and it started to progress, and I started seeing a lot of improvement from them just running and flopping into the pit, and they showed a lot less fear. Then from there, started seeing some actual good motions. Then I added the bar, because the bar is going to change people's lives the second they land on the actual bar itself. We all know, as high jumpers, you can jump all you want. The second you land on that bar, it changes the way you think about life, and you really start to think about, do I really want to do track ever again in my life? So from there, once they understood the basic concepts, I started seeing some really good attempts and really good jumps because I made sure that they kept their focus set. You can see here, great angles, prep is looking really good, and really had a good chance of making 4 foot 6 inches, which is, again, this is their very first day ever high jumping. So 4 foot 6 is really good. No one made 4 foot 6 this day. However, some athletes did make 4.4. So overall, taking the athletes through the base, I literally set them to expect that they're supposed to be jumping their height. And then when I said that, I saw them respond a little bit different, and they had the mentality of, I'm going to get it. So now they're fearless, and now we can work day by day and get them improving.